Good afternoon, sir. My name is Ajinkya. I'm from collegejunior.com. Very warm welcome to this initiative called Thoughts on Education by College Junior. Shubham Patankar, sir, is an associate professor at Symbiosis Institute of Media and Communication, Pune. He teaches television journalism, sports journalism, and documentary filmmaking at the institute. Shubham, sir, is a former television journalist. He has worked with ESPN Star Sports and IBN 7, a 24-hour Hindi news channel from India. Shubham sir has also finished his PhD from Savitribai Phule Pune University, and he has done his masters in communication science. So, sir, we will start with the interview. There are few questions that we have designed for you, which will actually help students in the long run. So the first question is, sir, what is the general academic and professional background of the students who apply for this mass communication program?
Right. Thank you so much, Ajinkya, and thank you, College Dunia, for conducting this interview. And every year we receive a lot of queries from our students or candidates who wish to appear for SIMC entrance test. And I think this interview would probably help our candidates or the students a lot before they appear for the exams. And to address your question, the academic background or professional background, when we talk about it, students from different academic background apply for SIMC's MAMC program. This applies to both specializations offered under MAMC, that is audiovisual as well as journalism. And we at SIMC, we acknowledge this fact that students from varied backgrounds, different backgrounds, they come to SIMC, and to bridge that gap, I mean, there is a possibility that there is an engineer who wishes to become a journalist or a audiovisual professional, or maybe some dentist, or maybe a person from humanities wants to do this course. So we try to bridge this gap in the first semester itself, and we have such courses where we try to teach them different concepts and issues and different subjects associated with communication, sociology, and many other subjects associated with humanities, and we try to bring them to a same stage. So basically, people from different backgrounds come to SIMC for doing their course, and we acknowledge this diversity.
Absolutely, sir. And sir, can you highlight the admission process for this MAMC program, and what are all the factors should the student keep in mind while applying for this particular program?
Right. So Ajinkya, in this case, what students should keep in mind that at SIMC, that MAMC entrance exam is a two-step exam, or they have to go through two steps. So first one is written test, and the second one is GE Pivot, or if you expand that is group exercise, personal interaction, and written ability test. So written test comprises of questions on general English, basic concepts associated with media and communication, numerical ability, and current affairs. And when it comes to the second stage, the students who clear the written test or get into the merit list, they get the invitation for attending the GE Pivot, that is group exercise, personal interaction, and written aptitude test. So basically, it is just to evaluate fitment of students into MAMC course. So basically what happens in this case is that we tabulate or put together the marks a candidate has scored in the written test as well as at GE Pivot stage, and according to their combined score, we put up their merit list, and highest or students who are in the top 60, top 70 students in the merit list, they get an invitation to apply to join the course or seek admission for the course. So that is basically the process of entrance exam at SIMC.
Okay. And sir, can you also throw some light on what is the capacity of MAMC program that Symbiosis SIMC have as of now, and also for the students who are willing to join this course or willing to do this course, how do they prepare for this particular exam, and what guidance can you give for them?
Right. So at SIMC for MAMC program, we have intake of 60 students, 30 students for AV specialization, and 30 students for journalism specialization. And when it comes to talking about the entrance test per se, how they should prepare, I mean, we get lots of queries on Facebook and other social media platforms about preparation for this exam. So whatever I'm telling you right now, this is applicable to MAMC audiovisual specialization and MAMC journalism specialization. So basically, as I said in answering the earlier question, that we have three sections. One is current affairs, second one is English, and third one is your numerical abilities. And of course, there is one section which is associated with media communication related topics. So when it comes to current affairs, what students are expected to do is that they are expected to read at least one major national newspaper, so as to so that they are conversant with whatever is happening at regional level, at national level, and at global level. Of course, for this current affairs section of written test, awareness about politics, crime, business, sports, strategic affairs, and a little bit of entertainment is absolutely necessary, and that would really help students to attempt all these questions and succeed in that. Then of course, when it comes to section related to English, basic understanding of English grammar will be tested in this particular segment. And just to give you an idea, basically the level of English test would be equivalent to entrance test conducted for MBA courses, other MBA courses, or LLM entrance test questions set for English section for LLM entrance, and so on and so forth. And of course, there is one section related to numerical abilities, where basic mathematical abilities are tested of the students. And the final but very important segment in case of SIMC's MAMC program is media. We try to understand how much media communication related concepts students know. So basically, for that, they need to should have basic information related to major media houses, major media networks in India and at global level, and they should be aware of important trends associated with films, social media, digital media, and media sector in general. So if students actually keep all these things in mind, I think they're pretty good for the entrance test. Along with that, I urge all students who wish to appear for this entrance test that please refer to SIMC's social media page. Our Campus Connect team is always there to help you out, and they keep sharing tips and tricks. And along with that, they have also shared a docket over there that would really help you to prepare for this exam.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. And sir, we have spoken about the prerequisites for entering into this program. So can you also shed some light on what are the interesting subjects that students can look forward to enjoy in this MAMC program, and how are they aligned with the industry requirements as of now?
Right. So when it comes to the subjects in MAMC AV and MAMC journalism, we actually revise our course curriculum every 2 years, and that course curriculum revision happens in consultation with people coming from industry. So people coming from different news media organizations or production houses or big media networks, they come to SIMC and they give their suggestions, and based on their suggestions and recommendations, we design our course curriculum. So aligning with current media practices, aligning with whatever is required in a student or in a person who wishes to join media industry, that is actually included in course curriculum of SIMC's MAMC program. And when it comes to interesting subjects, I mean, in case of MAMC AV or MAMC journalism, in both these specializations, we have a number of interesting courses. So there are several interesting subjects in both specialization. First, if we talk about AV program, right from first semester, the blend of practical and theoretical subjects give unique learning experience to students. Courses such as creative writing, screenwriting are designed for providing mentorship in developing and developing scripts for fiction and non-fiction productions. The courses such as camera and lighting, basic and advanced video editing, sound design help in developing technical skills required to do a audiovisual production. Then there are courses on direction, production design, and so on and so forth. So basically, through these courses, our AV students, MAMC AV students, develop an understanding to produce quality audiovisual productions. And when it comes to journalism, we try to teach student every aspect of journalism. So courses such as basics and advanced journalistic writing exposes students to nuances of journalistic writing. Through courses such as specialized reporting, we expose them to different beats of news reporting. There are, different electives which deal with sports reporting, entertainment and lifestyle reporting, photojournalism, democracy and political parties. So people who are interested in a specific beat, we have electives associated with that, so they can pick up those electives in the second and third semester. There are courses on data journalism. So that's how we try to expose our journalism students to different areas of news reporting and journalism. At the same time, we try to expose them to contemporary issues associated with India. So through courses such as Contemporary India and the World and Perspectives on Indian Media, what we try to tell them that what has happened in Indian media over the past 60, 70, 80 years, and that gives them the perspective that where we stand today. So this is how basically when we talk about interesting courses, the core courses of journalism and AV are concerned. At the same time, there are common courses such as documentary filmmaking for journalism and AV specialization, where they can learn how to produce documentary, how to script a documentary, how to do a research for a documentary, and so on and so forth. At the same time, we also have, we give special emphasis on courses related to theories associated with relationship between media, culture and society, understanding communication theories and research methodologies. And at the same time, we understand that just classroom education is not good enough. We have to expose them to outer world, and that is the reason why we have a social responsibility project where students do a one week internship with a social service organization or voluntary organization, and they are exposed to the functioning of such organizations and communication channel of such organizations. At the same time, we have for MAMC program, we have 2 internships, and these internships are credited. So through that, we try to expose them to different industry practices and understand where their strength lies. At the same time, we have something like projects, which is internal evaluated course where MAMC AV students, they produce films under projects, and MAMC journalism students, they run their own newspaper, Telegram channel, their website, their news bulletin, and so on and so forth. So whatever they are learning in class, they can test all that knowledge, practice that knowledge through their projects. So, over 70, I can say people or students who are passionate and proactive and hardworking, I think they will find the entire program structure, the entire course curriculum extremely interesting.
Excellent, sir. You have given the complete information. Also, I wanted to ask, sir, when we speak about MAMC AV program and MAMC journalism program, can you shed some light on what are the different job roles or profiles that student get after completing this particular program for both AV as well as journalism?
Right. So, when it comes to job roles or job profiles, that where students can look for opportunities is after completing this program, MAMC AV students can look forward to joining production houses. That is the first avenue available to MAMC AV program students. So these production houses could be working for general entertainment television channels, or for film production houses, or now the area which is coming up, that is OTT, over the top platforms, the programs produced for that. So production houses working in these areas, that's where the job opportunities are, that's where they get the opportunities. But some students are really, they want to understand different kinds of things. So it may be films, advertising, and so on and so forth. So many of our former students, they have worked with independent filmmakers. They have worked with script writers, screenplay writers, cinematographers, editors, and they have learned all these skills while working there. So that's also one career path which students sometimes take. At the same time, if you think that after this MMC program, you are ready to face the world and you can handle your projects on your own, maybe produce some advertisement or something. There are students who have started freelancing immediately after passing out of this course. So those are the kinds of avenues available for MMC AV specialization students. For journalism, there are, at beginner level, they can look at joining as reporter or correspondent with newspapers and television channels or websites. And some of our students in later part of their careers, they have joined these public policy advisory groups and so on and so forth. So basically, when it comes to, just to narrow it down, it is basically for MMC AV program, it is production house, television, film, or OTT platforms. And for MMC journalism, it is work as a correspondent / reporter in television news channels or print media organizations or websites. So this is where we are, but this is constantly changing, and in coming 2 years, these job profiles will also evolve with passing time.
Absolutely, sir. And sir, since we have seen this pandemic and the situations have changed tremendously, and we have also seen, since people have been at home and everything, we have seen an increase in OTT platform-based content. So how are the students of SIMC, for that matter, prepared to meet this demand, especially when we have audiovisual as a specialization?
Yes. So when it comes to MAMC audiovisual specialization, as I said earlier, different subjects, right from script writing to screenwriting to camera lighting or editing or cinematography, production design, all these courses are there in the course curriculum, and students are exposed to these subjects and practical knowledge is given to students on this subject. So whether it is script writing for or screenwriting for films or television or OTT platforms, it is more or less the same. But at the same time, what we try to do is we try to invite industry speakers, people who have worked with these OTT platforms or content which is produced for OTT platforms. Those people are invited to SIMC for as guest lecturers, or they are invited for some special programs, and through that, while the classroom session focuses on theoretical conceptualization of all these areas, along with that, the industry speakers also come and give them more information about it. So that's how we prepare them for creating programs for OTT platforms.
Absolutely, sir. And sir, you also mentioned in MAMC program that the practical knowledge is very important. So in this time of pandemic, how have you transformed the classes and curriculum, especially for the practical aspects, keeping in mind that the online lectures in the wake of this pandemic?
Right. See what has happened in case of SIMC. We have shifted some of our practical courses to later semesters of course curriculum. So, for example, the batch which is presently in their third semester, that is the batch 1921, so which is going to pass out next year in June. So for them, we have shifted some of those practical courses to their fourth semester. So what is happening over there is now we hope that with this, the news of this vaccine, what we expect that in the month of February, maybe we expect that the college will open, and at that time we will conduct actual physical we will use this physical mode of instruction to teach students the practical aspects of the courses associated with audiovisual program. At the same time, in some courses, we have used this VPN technology and provided access to students to different softwares, and we are teaching them practical subjects. Apart from that, for theory courses, we have taught this entire semester on different platforms such as Zoom and Microsoft Teams, Google Classroom, and so on and so forth. And all our teachers are extremely competent in handling these platforms, and we have successfully administered classes and administered assignments, and we have evaluated these assignments, and we have maintained that rigor of our program through this online mode. So of course, this pandemic was a challenge and is a challenge for SIMC, but through our understanding of this online medium, I think we have succeeded in letting our students know about different subjects in the third semester, and we have taught them effectively in this very difficult time.
Absolutely, sir. We all hope that this pandemic situation gets cured at very earliest. And
Right.
sir, one more thing I wanted to ask: the people who are not from this MAMC background, we understand the journalism is a very important thing in country or in any country for that matter. And there have been a lot of questions that has been raised on the current state of journalism. So, how does the students of this particular college prepare students to contribute efficiently for the improvement of this field?
Right. See, Ajinkya, in this case, the field of journalism presently is going through a very tough phase, and no one can say that everything is fine with journalism. I won't say that. And there are many reasons. But again, this is a phase, and because of COVID-19, things have become worse for for media organizations, especially news media organizations. But there is silver lining to all this. The good thing is that the proliferation of internet and growth of digital media is extremely a positive sign. So today, with digital media, even niche segments of journalism, they are getting noticed. Earlier, it was just about politics, crime, sports, business, entertainment, and that's all about it. And people were just interested in these 4, 5, 6 tweets. But with digital media, what has happened is uh, people who are interested in knowing about niche areas, such as someone is like really interested in knowing more about music journalism, or someone who's really interested in understanding the status of education in India, or someone who's like really interested in understanding about health infrastructure of India. So through digital media platforms, people who are interested in telling stories or telling journalistic stories associated with these areas, even they are getting a chance to do their journalism. Earlier, it was just about these 4, 5 bits which I spoke about: politics, sports, crime, business, and so on and so forth. But with digital media, what has happened? People who are interested in these smaller areas, even they can do their journalism, and there is audience for that. There are readers for that. So that's a very positive sign which is emerging out of this proliferation of internet and popularity of digital media. Second most important aspect about today's journalism is all journalists and journalism, they're losing credibility. So for students or these budding journalists who will be passing out in next 2, 3, 4 years, they have this challenge of regaining this credibility, and they will have to really work hard for that, and that will be a challenge for coming few years for budding journalists. And finally, what is important nowadays as far as journalism is concerned, it is no more about good writing skills. It is no more about understanding of current affairs. It is at the same time, today's journalists should know how to work with data, how to visualize that data, how to present that data. So that is also a very important skill, and which we try to we try to teach students these skills in MAMC journalism program. Along with that, areas such as fact checking, data journalism, they have emerged strongly in last 2 years. So new age journalists will have to learn these programs. They will have to learn programming skills, numerical skills, computational skills to develop a career in journalism. So as a journalism student, you should be open to learning. You should be keen to learn newer things and accept challenge of learning new things. And that is going to be a big thing for students who are joining journalism program.
Absolutely, sir. And sir, can you also shed some light on how do you see is journalism going to progress in India, or for that matter in the world in next coming years, and what do you see it is going to be?
As I said in my earlier answer, that the challenge is to regain that lost credibility, and that's where the lot of hard work new age journalists will have to do to regain that credibility. At the same time, now journalists are expected to be a 360 degree or an all-rounder. It's not good enough. If you're good enough in writing, that is not sufficient. You should know how to convert that written journalistic piece into some kind of audio-visual presentation. If there is some data or some numbers there, you should know how to crunch those numbers and do some effective data visualization. If you know all these things, you should know how to promote your work through social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, so on and so forth. And while doing all of this, you have to develop that very innate sense of what exactly is happening around you. So be it politics, sports, crime, so many different things happening around you. You have to have that terrific hold over all these different aspects of current affairs. And if you are really keen on learning new things, I think future journalists, or there is always future for such all-rounder journalists in coming days. Of course, there are newer formats, newer mediums are evolving now. Some conventional media platforms will recede. Some conventional media organization may not remain that popular, but as long as we are here, we have democracy in this country. Till that time, people are going to consume news, and there will be requirement of journalists here in this country. And for that reason, as long as people need that authentic information, some perspective on certain issues, till that time, we need a good quality journalists there in the field. And I think as long as that requirement is there, the future of journalism is bright. That's what I see as of now.
Absolutely, sir. And sir, any suggestions that you would want to give to any student who is doing this program right now, or who is planning to do this program in the future, or who has done this program but is facing some issues due to this pandemic? Any suggestions that you can give for the students?
Right. See, basically, when it comes to preparation for this program is concerned, read newspapers regularly. Try to understand what media networks all around India they are doing, or globally they are doing. Try to understand, concepts such as hashtag and what is trending, and concepts associated with Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, different key terms associated with these social media platforms. And of course, if you really wish to do this program, if you really want to get into SIMC, please keep in mind that for learning this program, you have to, or for doing this program, you have to prepare yourself to do hard work, and you have to have that tremendous passion to do journalism, or you have to have that passion to become that television production professional. So, read a lot of things, understand what this field is, how things are going to progress in coming years, post-COVID era, or maybe till the time the vaccine is now not out, I'll say post-COVID era. Try to understand how media is going to evolve in this particular scenario, and then you take a call whether to join this course or not. But I sincerely think that if you have passion to tell a story, if you can see some anomalies or different kinds of things around you, and you want to tell that story, MNC program at SIMC is your destination, and you should seriously consider about doing this course at SIMC.
Absolutely, sir. I am very sure that this intro is going to help a lot of students who are interested in this particular field. Thank you very much for your time, sir, and good talking to you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you,
Ajinkya, for conducting this interview. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.